So we are here with Charlie here, the Puggle, as well as Jarod Miller. You know, the summer months are just around the corner, and many of us are talking about going to the cottage and spending more time outdoors. So, you know, one thing I really wanted to talk about was spending time outdoors. What are some of the things people should keep their mind open to in terms of spending time outdoors and the things we should be aware about?
Well, absolutely. Spring has certainly sprung this early, early this time of year. And, there's, high temperatures, high humidity. Obviously, we love it, but it does pose some potential risk. And Charlie, he's, typically like your average family dog that loves the outdoors, loves going out in the field. And Bear did a recent study about how people, really 7 out of 10 Canadians really value the health of their pets, even more so than themselves. Thus, that being said, one thing you have to keep in mind is it's tick season, and the warmer it is, the higher temperatures, the higher humidity. Ticks are like any other insect or bug or arachnid; they're going to be out in storms. And this guy here actually can. He's very attracted to ticks. And here in Canada, we have like deer ticks that will attach to the little dog. And if you've ever seen one before, it's a little bug about this big, has a little head on it. He attaches to the dog's skin, bores the head in, and can cause potential problems, health problems for dogs, but also health problems for us and our families too, in the form of Lyme disease.
Right, and I know we talk about Lyme disease as a threat to both dogs and humans. And so what is it exactly, and how does it affect our pets and ourselves?
Well, Lyme disease is a little bacteria, and it causes a reaction in dogs and humans in a very similar way. It causes arthritic kind of feelings. It affects your neurological system. So if it goes untreated, like I've known people that it's gone 10 years undiagnosed, and it really it's a pretty damaging disease, but extremely preventable. Now, Bayer developed Canine Advantix, which you can actually, it's a formula it's a treatment that you can go to your veterinarian, you can apply it yourself. It's like a little vial, goes right on the dog's skin, and what it does, it kind of builds this chemical barrier around your dog. So a flea or tick is one of the only products that can literally kill a tick before it even bites in. Because when a tick bites, that's when all the problems start.
Now, I know there are many great products out there to, combat Lyme disease, ticks, that kind of stuff. But in terms of just preventative things we can do at home, what are some of the tips you recommend?
Easiest thing, obviously, apply like a Canine Advantix. Also, too, when you're coming in from the outdoors, especially your pets, when they come in from the outdoors, just literally go through them. It's always fun to pet your dog, so this is a way, by petting your dog, you can help keep yourself and your dog healthy. Pet and feel for ticks because, a tick, it's pretty detectable. I mean, and especially, it's about this big, so you'll feel it on your dog, but you don't want one on your dog or yourself, because then a trip to the vet or a trip to the doctor to get that little guy out.
Now, higher temperatures also mean that dogs are spending more times in higher heat, and after a winter where they're inside a lot of the time. What are some of the things people should keep in mind? Like, are there certain signs they should keep their eye out for in terms of when to bring their dogs back in, or how much water they should be drinking?
Well, that's a very good point, because dogs can be susceptible to high temperatures just like us. So obviously, cars are one of the worst situations. So always be sure, if you can leave your dog in the car, don't do it. But always make sure it's well ventilated. But exactly, you said the perfect thing. Plenty of water. Just like us, we get dehydrated very quick. Dogs get dehydrated even quicker. So always have a water bottle. If you go to the dog park, go out in the woods, make sure you have water for your dog at all times.
And is there a certain point where we should know that these dogs need to come back in? So whether they're at the cottage, by the dock, or whether they're just in the backyard at home, like should we be looking for signs for when they should come back inside?
Dogs give you the easiest sign because, unlike us, we sweat like from our foreheads, from our armpits. Dogs sweat out of their mouths. So if your dog's panting a lot, if he's kind of, it sounds like he's kind of labored breath-wise, get him inside, cool him down. And, just like us, you can easily give your dog, a little bit of ice water. Room temperature water is best, but if your dog gets too warm, take a little ice, put it on their paws, it'll cool them right down.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Jarod.
You're welcome, Winston.
And thank you, Charlie. And of course, for these tips and more, be sure to visit cityline.ca. And of course, be sure to catch Cityline weekdays at 9 on City.